Hello, my name is Kermit and I'm a candidate this year for school board for Glenbard School District 87. We represent 4 different high schools, all of them in a different part of our school district, but I want to be a candidate for all of the students in all of the schools. We moved to Lombard only 9 years ago, but with the intention of being closer to our church, Lombard Mennonite Church, and also to be within grasp of good schools. We have 2 girls in Glenbard East enrolled in all sorts of great programs, from athletics to extracurriculars, choir, and band. And we have a son who's in 8th grade who will be attending Glenbard East next year. As a representative of the school district, I want to maintain the highest standards, safety, athletic competition, and scholastic achievement, which has been true to the schools over the last 40 years. I'm fortunate to be running with Judith Weinstock, Maria Vera, and Bob Friend, who are all incumbents and have been on the school board for many years, and they have shown me that we have great leadership. And so I want to help be a part of that. As a concerned parent, I want to make sure that all students get the same opportunities, but also that these students get fair and equitable treatment. And that's why it's so important to continue following guidelines set by the CDC for health and safety, opening our schools so that we know that they're safe, allowing athletes to compete on a safe and level playing field. All of these are central to my campaign, bringing with me my experience as an educator and also my concern for every student's fair and equitable treatment. I want to emphasize my desire to have community over isolation, to listen to parents who have concerns, that cooperation is more important than competition, and that inquiry is almost always better than memorization. Thank you for considering my candidacy this year on April 6th. Please vote for our ticket. How can we as educators maintain a safe and healthy environment for our teachers and our students? The way we can do this is to continue to follow the guidelines that have been set up by scientists, by the CDC, epidemiologists who argue that masks are the primary defense against this horrible pandemic. And teachers and students are working under unparalleled conditions. Their adaptations of new sources of learning have been admirable, innovative, but yet they're stressful. Remote learning isn't what it should be. Hybrid scheduling is difficult and complicated. So how can we maintain high standards within the context of safety and health? I would argue that I need to recognize other people's expertise, that the scientific community and health experts can help guide us. And our school district has done a pretty good job with that. From competitive sports to extracurricular activities, our high school leadership teams have worked with other regional groups and state groups to maintain those high standards. The question is, how will economic or financial shortfalls affect our school district and how will they be addressed? I understand that the school district has not gone in the hole and borrowed tremendous amounts of money because the CARES Act did compensate the school district for a lot of its plans, and state and federal aid is on its way. And there are savings from other services. But what I'm mostly concerned with is the fact that we have financial experts and we don't go into a great deal of debt. I'm kind of a fiscal conservative in that way. I don't use my credit cards irresponsibly, just like I wouldn't want my kids to borrow too much money to go to college. How is it safe to get our kids back into school, in the classrooms, with teachers, in a safe and effective manner? I think the best thing to do is to continue the process of learning through this pandemic and how it affects all of our students and teachers, and to maintain a responsible and stewardly view of our resources.